The first track supports have been installed for the Monsters, Inc. door coaster at Hollywood Studios. Themed as the door vault from the original film, looks like this indoor suspended roller coaster will see its track installed before the walls. Plus, the opening date for Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets has been announced, along with the list of songs that will play on the ride. Let's dig into all that as well as construction happening around the park in today's news update. Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets will officially open May 26th, just a little over a month from now. Disney has unveiled the full set list of music for the ride.
Can't breathe.
These are the songs that will play during your ride, one random song per run-through. The tracks include Song 2, Born to Be Wild, Love Roller Coaster, Rock Rock Till You Drop, and Walking on Sunshine. While these songs will debut with the ride, Disney has hinted that bonus tracks will possibly be added in the future. According to reporting by Blog Mickey, the songs will be randomized, like how the songs play on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, so you could get any song in any train. Previously, Rock and Roller Coaster only had one song assigned per train, but that is no longer the case. New posters were released that we will see around the attraction's queue, most of which highlight the individual members of Electric Mayhem. Behind-the-scenes photos were also released, which are from the filming of the ride's new post-show video. The song being performed in the footage is Can You Picture That?, an Electric Mayhem original from 1979's The Muppet Movie, which was also featured in the Disney Plus series Muppets Mayhem.
Can you picture that?
Disney says Electric Mayhem will be practicing this song in the pre-show, which has them set up in a recording booth in the concept art. The final footage from this shoot will be shown at the ride exit, where we used to see the Aerosmith sold-out concert footage playing on screen. Plus, Disney says the attraction will feature celebrity cameos, which will be woven into the entire experience from the queue all the way to the exit gift shop. Celebrities include Awkwafina, Danny Trejo, Darren Criss, John Stamos, Neil Patrick Harris, Travis Barker, Yvette Nicole Brown, Wayne Brady, and Weird Al Yankovic. Looking outside the revamped attraction, work on the design painted onto the upside-down limousine above the Courtyard entrance was completed recently. The swirling design on the car, complete with music notes and stars, is similar to what we had seen previously in the official attraction poster. Shortly after the paint design was completed, the car received a top clear coat to protect the image long-term. This has added a shiny sheen to the finish, as seen in this photo by Drew Smith. The large guitar in front of the building, which is covered in scrims and scaffolding, saw some of the red paint sanded off to prime it for repainting. New psychedelic-style colors are being painted onto the guitar in layers. Here is how these new colors will appear on the guitar once completed, as seen in official concept art. While the official grand opening date for the Muppets coaster will be May 26th, Disney says there will be previews for cast members, eligible Disney Vacation Club members, and annual pass holders as we get closer. Vertical construction has officially started at the Monsters, Inc. themed roller coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios, as it's seeing its very first track supports installed. Thanks to recent aerial views by high-in-the-sky photographer BioReconstruct, we're getting our first look at these installed supports, which appear to be black in color. Workers can be seen on the ground below to get a sense of scale for how tall these particular supports really are. Here is how the announced door-themed suspended roller coaster appears in official concept art. While supports are not pictured, the track itself does appear to be black in color in the art. These tall supports first arrived to the property a few weeks ago, where they could be seen staged along the Disney Skyliner path behind Epcot's World Showcase. More supports have arrived since then, as well as other elements that may be related to this project. The few supports that have been installed are located along the right side of the large building's footprint. It certainly seems now that the track will be installed first for this attraction, and then the rest of the building will be built around it. This is how Rock and Roller Coaster was constructed as well, all the way back in 1998. Connections for where more supports will be installed can be seen when zooming in at the Monsters, Inc. worksite. Work is continuing to add rebar and bolts for footer connections before the final pour can happen in these other areas of the foundation. The sandy area seen at the left side of this photo will be the ride's future entrance facade and is expected to contain interior queue areas. Looking at the official model compared to this angle of recent construction, we can see that the current supports are located along the right side of the structure, in an area that will connect the main coaster area to the load-unload area. This overlay graphic shows generally the location of the double dual-track load area, labeled in green. The load area will be themed as the factory's laugh floor, where our trains will be raised into place by the same mechanism that brings doors to and from the floor. Most of the main ride area will be contained within the back section of the building. The ride area will be themed as the Door Vault, where the finale for the original Monsters, Inc. movie took place, with the main characters riding along tracks surrounded by rows and rows of various doors. In this overhead view of the model, we can see how the load area is on the left, with the main door vault area taking up the entire back of the building. Track does weave out of the main section at least once, in addition to the sections of track at the start and end of the ride. Looking at other areas of construction, work is still happening in the Monstropolis City Street area to strip exterior theming from the former Muppets Courtyard facades. Sections of the former Pizza Rizzo restaurant are being modified, with its old entrance facade still covered in scaffolding. The restrooms connected to this building are being stripped down and covered in plastic, just like several of the other nearby facades. The arrow in this photo is pointing at a column left over from a removed wall that used to separate this area from Grand Avenue. Aerial views show most of this wall now removed, with only this in-progress leftover piece of wall seen here, marked for demolition with orange paint. The removed wall used to feature an entry gate into the courtyard area. Official concept art for Monstropolis shows a new gated entry will be added in its place. The former Muppet Vision 3D theater facade is now completely covered in scaffolding. The theater is currently receiving a facelift to become the Glob Theater, as seen in official concept art. In this photo by Magic City Mayhem, we can see the word demo was written on a carved-out section of the building face, where bricks had already been removed. One day later, new structural elements were installed in this space, as seen in this photo by DSNY Newscast. The top of the theater's clock tower has been stripped down and is covered in plastic, but the clock face itself has been retained. An opening time frame for the Monstropolis area and the Monsters, Inc. door coaster has not yet been revealed, but work is happening at a decent pace, especially with the track supports already going in. For comparison, once all of the track was installed for Rock and Roller Coaster, just as the building started to go up around it, the completed ride opened just a year later. Heading to the third major project happening at Hollywood Studios, the Mickey Sorcerer hat has been installed over the future entrance of the Magic of Disney Animation. This hat was added to help recreate the entrance style of the real Walt Disney Animation Studio in Burbank, California. Disney also shared a first look at new character handprints that were added in front of this entrance, similar to the celebrity prints in front of the Chinese theater. Some of the characters who signed the concrete include Cinderella, Mufasa and Simba, Moana with Hey Hey tracks, Oswald, and Stitch, which is one of the films that was animated here in Florida back when this was a working animation studio. We saw installation of these colorful concrete sections in some of the recent aerial photographs from BioReconstruct. Looking at other aerial views, we can check in on progress on the sign being added near the entry to this courtyard area. This sign and the surrounding walls were inspired by the real Walt Disney Studios in Burbank. Concrete has been torn up in front of the Little Mermaid show for installation of a new ground style to match the rest of the new surrounding courtyard. Minor work is still happening along the exterior for the new Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live show. New structures have been added on the sides of the future entrance for this upcoming live stage show. The revamped Walt Disney Studios Courtyard and the updated Disney Junior show will open on May 26th, the same as the Muppets coaster. But the magic of Disney animation is not set to open until late summer. That's all for now, but stay tuned for more updates as the first track supports have been installed for the new drifting coaster at Universal Studios Florida, and construction has gone vertical for the Cars rides at Magic Kingdom. A big thank you to BioReconstruct for the incredible aerial views. You can follow him on social media and YouTube for more theme park photography. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss an update, and join our Patreon to support what we do for behind-the-scenes posts and exclusive content. Patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.